Hey everybody, how's it going? And welcome to another MAMG Let's Play of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. When we left off, Edgeworth has been arrested for murder, which he may or may not have committed, but we're pretty sure he didn't, so we're gonna defend him, and we're about to do the trial phase. There's a lot of stuff going on. We've got the murder case, we've got the DL6 incident that also brings back Maya into the forefront because her mother was associated to that case. So you have a lot of history and a lot of things going on here. Let's see what we can uncover in this trial, shall we? December 26, 9:44 a.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Karma? That's right. Manfred von Karma. He is the best prosecutor there is. He hasn't lost a case in his 40-year career. He is a god of prosecution, Wright. A god. Not a single case? He'll do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. Sounds like someone else I know, Edgeworth. You don't understand. I mean, he'll really do anything. Manfred von Karma is a man to be feared. That's quite a claim coming from someone who forges evidence. He taught me what it really means to prosecute. What? Just picture a prosecutor as vicious as me, multiplied by a factor of 10. So is he your teacher then, Mr. Edgeworth? Something like that. And now he's trying to get you found guilty? What a creep. Oh, wait. Maybe he's planning on losing on purpose to help you out. Not a chance. He hasn't lost once in 40 years. 40 years. He's as ruthless as me, times 20. That's pretty ruthless. Like I said, he's a god among prosecutors. I guess it's something like Mia was to me. Speaking of Mia, Maya? Uh-huh. We could really be using Mia's help right now, don't you think? Oh. I can't. Sorry, I tried. I really tried, but I couldn't reach. You couldn't reach? I think it's because I haven't been training. My powers are weak again. Oh man, what bad timing. I'm really sorry. I'll try my best. I hope so. What are you whispering about? Oh, it's nothing. Well, it's time. Let's head in. Alright, Edgeworth, leave it all to us. Maybe. If I remember right, Von Karma had like a really deep, crazy voice. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Von Karma, is the prosecution ready? Fool. You seriously think that I would stand here were I not completely prepared? Right, my apologies. He's even got the judge scared. Very well, your opening statement. Decisive evidence. A decisive witness. What else could possibly be required? Nothing, of course. That should be fine. The prosecution may call its first witness. What's with this guy? Is he royalty or something? How am I supposed to fight against this? I called the detective in charge of this case, Detective Dick Gumshoe. Okay, Gumshoe's first. Let's see how this goes. Describe the incident. Now. Yes, sir. Detective Gumshoe looks nervous. Please, take a look at the map. The murder happened late Christmas Eve, around midnight. There was one boat in the very middle of the lake. There were 2 men on the boat. Now, there happened to be a woman camping on the edge of the lake. At 12:10 a.m., she heard 2 pistol shots. Then, the boat started to move. It went towards the boat rental shop. Overheard map added to the court record. Testify to the court about your arrest. Now. Wait, Mr. Von Karma. Yes? Actually, I'm the one who's supposed to be handling these proceedings. Wrong. There's only one thing you need to do here. You will slam down your gavel and say the word guilty. That is your role. Yes, of course. You're quite right. No, he's not. Alrighty, the arrest of Edgeworth. Okay, a man called into the station around 30 minutes after midnight. We headed to the scene of the crime as fast as we could. That's where we found Mr. Edgeworth. Now, I didn't suspect him of anything at all. But the next morning, a body was found in the lake. So we had to arrest Mr. Edgeworth. That's not a lot of info to go off of. I see. Very well. Begin your cross-examination, attorney. Now. The judge is just like, okay. Man called into the station around 30 minutes after midnight. You received a call from a man? Yep. But you said there was a woman camping there. She was the one who heard the 2 gunshots, right? Objection! Yeah. That woman and the man who reported the incident are 2 different people. Obviously. Different people? There were 2 witnesses. Their testimonies were quite similar, however. Today, I've summoned the woman who was camping. The woman who was camping? A lot of heart. What happened next, detective? We headed to the scene of the crime as fast as we could, okay? That's where we found Mr. Edgeworth. What was Mr. Edgeworth like when you saw him then? Well, from what I saw, he looked pretty relaxed. Not like a murderer at all, really. Detective, the court requires the facts, not your opinion. How many years have you been on the force? Facts only, detective. Hard, cold, objective facts. Yes, sir. Man, he's got his share of objections. He sure does. That's not really gonna help us, but the next morning a body was found in the lake. Did you find any clues on the body? A single bullet was recovered from the body. He was shot through the heart, fatally. Judge, here's the bullet. It didn't strike bone, so its shape is well preserved. Very well. The court accepts this bullet into evidence. Okay, so we got something that's not right here. We had to arrest Mr. Edgeworth. We have 1 bullet and 2 gunshots that happened. Why is that? Well, we found the murder weapon in the boat. The murder weapon? A pistol. Detective Gumshoe. That is a vital piece of information. Please revise your testimony. Right. Sorry, Your Honor. The murder weapon we found in the boat was decisive evidence. Why? What about the pistol made it decisive evidence? Tisk, tisk, tisk. Ack, he has the same evil laugh as Edgeworth. There were fingerprints on the pistol found in the boat. They were clear prints from Mr. Edgeworth's right hand. What? Oh, Edgeworth. We know he was holding a gun, though. Order, order. So Mr. Edgeworth's fingerprints were found on the murder weapon. Yes, Your Honor. Judge, this is the weapon in question. Accepted into evidence. Okay, pistol added to the court record. Members of the court, we now have the pistol used in the murder and the bullet found in the body. Detective. Yes, sir. Was the bullet found in the body fired from this pistol? Yes. The ballistic markings on the bullet match the pistol. Hey, Nick. What does he mean, ballistic markings? Shocking. To imagine someone here does not know something as basic as ballistic markings. Nick, he's glaring at me. Tisk. Very well. I'll explain. Actually, Judge, you do it. Me? Ballistic markings are like the fingerprints of a gun. The barrel leaves distinctive marks on each bullet it fires. You can examine these ballistic fingerprints to see which gun fired the shot. It's quite accurate. Indeed. This leads to one inevitable conclusion. The bullet found in the victim's heart was, without a doubt, fired from this pistol. This pistol, which as you may recall, was covered with the defendant's own fingerprints. Not good. Order! Order! This is bad. This makes it look like Edgeworth did it. Well, Judge, I'd say it's almost decisive, yes. Honestly, I could declare a verdict at this point. However, you wish to hear the witness speak, no doubt. Very well. I am somewhat fatigued, and so I will take a brief break. I will call my witness after the recess, which will last 10 minutes. Judge. Yes? What are you doing? A 10-minute recess. Now. But wait, Just bang your flimsy gavel and get on with it, Matt. Yes. Ahem. This court will take a 10-minute recess. Who's running this court anyway? Already a break, huh? Kinda early, really, to be doing that. Edgeworth, what's going on here? Your fingerprints were on the murder weapon. And that foggy photo makes one thing clear. The only one who could have shot that man was the person in the photo. True. Was that you in the boat? Yes, it was me. What? But you must believe me. I didn't shoot him. Then who did? I don't know. You don't know? Weren't you right there? I heard a gunshot from very close by. Then the other man fell from the boat. I can't say why, but I thought at the time that he had shot himself. You mean it was a suicide? That's the only explanation I can come up with. Huh. How am I going to convince anyone of that? Say, Maya. Huh? What? Any progress with Mia? Oh, sorry. It's no good. Ugh. I know. I'm no good for anything, am I, Nick? If I can't call my sister, I might as well not have been here. Oh, no. We need you. No, of course not. I need you here. I can see you're always trying to help out. Even if you don't actually help, it's the thought that counts, right? It's okay, Nick. You don't have to make me feel better. I don't know anything about trials or defense. What's more, I'm a spirit medium who can't even contact spirits. Aw, everyone has their off days. I mean, I've just been getting lucky lately. But you never know when my luck is gonna run out. Really? Whoa, right. Don't jinx this case any worse than it already is. It's bad for my heart. Oh, sorry. Whoops. Oh, you'll be alright, Edgeworth. Court is back in session. Mr. Von Karma, call your witness. Yes. Will Miss Lotta Hart take the stand? Hey, Lotta. Lotta Hart, you are a research student at a university. That I am. Good. Begin by telling us what you saw the night of the incident. And don't add anything trivial or subjective. Understand? Y'all need to learn some manners. No, I don't. Understand? Yeah, I understand. Very well. Your testimony, please. Alright, what you got, Lotta? It was Christmas Eve, just after midnight, I reckon. I was in my car. I heard this bang come up from the lake. When I looked out the window, I saw two gents in a boat. Then there was another bang. There wasn't nary a thing on the lake but that boat. Enough. Huh? Judge. She happened to take a photo of the incident. This is that photo. Accept it as evidence. Well, this is a surprise. This looks like the very moment of the murder. Order? I will remove you from court if I do not have order immediately. As the witness testified, she looked at the lake when she heard the shot. There were no other boats on that lake. So, the man in the boat with the victim must have been the one who shot him. Yes, it was the defendant, Miles Edgeworth. Order, order, order. I will have order. Well, Judge. The evidence is decisive. I have very little doubt about this case. Very well. This court finds the defendant. Wait, Your Honor. I haven't cross-examined the witness yet. A cross-examination? We have photographic proof. What question can there possibly be? This photo is worth 1,000 words, and they all read guilty. You lose. Or, do you claim to have found a contradiction in your testimony? Very well. If you have to, you may cross-examine the witness. You will only flounder and ask meaningless questions. You will fail to find anything. And then, I will have you held in contempt of court. Nick? Contempt? Contempt of court. You know, I guess I understand. Well, what are you gonna do? Do you really think there was a contradiction with the facts in her testimony? There was. I think I noticed one little thing. Wow, I'm impressed, Nick. I didn't notice anything. Right, let's take him on. Yeah, I've got a bad feeling about this. I understand. I will cross-examine the witness. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Very well. I pray for your sake this isn't a waste of time. Alright. It's Christmas Eve, just over midnight, okay. You're in your car. Heard a bang come up from the lake. Another bang. Were you watching the very moment the shot rang out? Well, yeah, sure. You're asking meaningless questions. Meaningless. Contradictions, Mr. Wright, not meaningless babble. Von Karma, I think I hate you. He's trying to keep me from talking to the witness. To what end? Okay. Autopsy report, 1 bullet shot. Should we save? Let's do it. Ah, come on, really? There's a second shot. Okay, alright. I need to figure this out. Okay, I think it's that statement. I just need to find the right thing. Let me save, because I don't want to mess this up. Okay, so we'll go ahead and save, so that way if I do pick the wrong one, we'll be okay. Alrighty, so, another bang. What about the gun? How many times was it fired? Fired 3 times. It was fired 3 times? Why? That's weird. I thought it was twice. Alright, I guess I need to press everything and see what I can come up with. There's nothing else I can do. Just after midnight, you say. In other words, it was no longer Christmas Eve, but Christmas Day. Huh? Yeah, well, yes. I know you want to find contradictions, but really? I hope your next contradiction is a little more relevant to the trial. Witness, continue your testimony. Okay, you're in your car. Why were you camping there anyway? I'm a research student at my university. I was taking pictures to use in my research. What research? This all sounds suspicious. Let's press further. Miss Hart, could you be more specific about your research? Von Karma, what does the witness's motive in camping by the lake have to do with this case? The answer is nothing.
I object to this line of questioning. Objection sustained.
Wait now, I'm the one who says that.
Well, then say it already.
Says that? I'm sorry. Objection sustained. Thanks for nothing, Your Honor. Okay, you heard the bang come up from the lake. So, you weren't looking at the lake at the time? Nope. I looked after I heard that noise.
She said that already. I asked you to find contradictions, not leisurely chat with the witness.
Okay. Saw two gents on the boat. Could you clearly see the two men? Just look at the picture. Clear enough for you? Uh-oh. No, it's not clear. Wait a second. I wasn't asking you about the photo. I was asking if you saw the two men. Yeah, well, of course.
The witness has testified that she saw them. There's also a photo. You'd best look elsewhere for your precious contradictions.
He jumped in quick. He's hiding something. Okay. What can I find here? Lake photo. Taken automatically at 12:15 a.m. Let's try it. Nope, it's not it. Dang it, I don't know where to push. All right, so I pressed every statement, and there's only a couple that you guys didn't actually see, but clearly the judge has stopped the cross-examination phase, so I guess I wasn't supposed to find any contradictions. I think we've heard all we need to hear, Mr. Wright. It seems you're unable to find a contradiction in the testimony worth noting. But Your Honor.
You keep your promise.
Mr. Wright, I am afraid that I will have to penalize any further outbursts by holding you in contempt of court.
And if that happens, you'll have to leave the courtroom immediately. Understood?
Nick, Lotta's testimony is fishy, Nick. Real fishy. I know what you mean. But if I can't say anything, what can I do? I believe we've covered the evidence sufficiently to make a decision.
Then, pass your judgment.
Very well. Mr. Miles Edgeworth, please take the stand. Who was that? It was me. Maya? Is something wrong? Do you need to use the facilities? No, I do not. Lotta Hart, your testimony stinks. It's unclear whether you're actually looking at the lake. It's highly doubtful that you actually saw Mr. Edgeworth. Tell us the truth. This is a matter of life or death. Lotta, did you really clearly see Mr. Edgeworth that night? Did you see him fire that pistol? You will stand down. The court does not acknowledge the defense's outbursts. Answer me, Lotta. What's the big idea? Treat me like some kind of criminal. I saw him. I swear it. I saw Edgeworth.
Enough. Judge, declare the defense in contempt of court.
Yes, of course. I'm sorry, but you were warned. God, escort Mr. Wright out of the courtroom. He is in contempt of court and must leave. No. Wait! I was the one who made the outburst, Your Honor. Nick is innocent.
Ha! What's the difference? All that remains is for the guilty verdict to be declared. Isn't that right, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
Nope! Wrong.
What?
Did you hear what Miss Hart just said? She said she clearly saw Mr. Edgeworth. That was not in the testimony. That changes her testimony, and I have the right to cross-examine her again. This is what we needed.
Order. You're in contempt of court. It's too late for wild claims. Judge, sustain my objection.
I'm sorry, Mr. Von Karma, but I cannot.
What? Miss Lotta Hart has made a new testimony. The defense does have a right to cross-examine her again. But he is in contempt of court.
No, I am. If you're going to arrest someone, arrest me.
Very well. Maya Feng, you will leave the courtroom immediately.
Nick, I did what I could. You have to do the rest. Good luck. Maya.
Oh, Maya, thank you. I care not for this melodrama. Listen well, Mr. Wright. I do not tolerate the badgering of my witness.
I'm running out of time. I'd better find a contradiction in here or else.
Mr. Wright, begin your cross-examination. Alright, the last statement. I saw it clear as day. The man on the boat was Mr. Edgeworth.
That's it? Uh-oh. I don't know if I can find anything in that. What will Maya say?
Press.
Well, what about the other man?
You cannot expect to be allowed to blithely ignore your promise, Mr. Wright. I believe you claim there was a contradiction in the witness's testimony. Well, find it, if you can.
Mr. Wright. Oh, are you serious? Holy crap, that's it?
Oh god, okay. I guess the picture. Got you. Got you, Miss Hart. Finally. But what? You got what?
Look at this photograph. Every time I do, it makes me laugh.
The photo I took?
The very same. There's something I want you to see in this photo. It's quite clearly visible.
The fog, Miss Hart.
So? This picture was taken with professional, high-quality film, correct? Yet even it could not capture the faces of the men on the boat. Yet you claim you saw Mr. Edgeworth. How? What?
Mr. Wright has a point. That's why I told her not to say that in her testimony. Please.
Yet now she has said it, Mr. Von Karma. How could you possibly see Mr. Edgeworth? Explain yourself.
Miss Hart.
What?
Could you see the defendant that night?
Of course. I said I could and I meant I could.
Then,
please testify as to the circumstances of your sighting. I did it. I finally found a hole in Von Karma's carefully vague testimony. How Edgeworth was seen. You're right. It was a cold night and the fog was thick as grits. So, once I finished setting up my camera, I got back in the car. Still, I brought my binoculars with me. When I heard that noise out in the lake, I looked with my binoculars. See? No problem.
You used binoculars. Very well. You may begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
This one better be good.
Okay. So she brought her binoculars? Binoculars.
Yeah, binoculars. Yesterday, you mentioned that you were out looking for shooting stars, correct?
Well, yeah.
Wouldn't you need a telescope, not binoculars for that? I've got doubts about your camera, too. Was that really to take pictures of a meteor shower?
The camera is irrelevant to this case.
You can't say that for certain. Mr. Wright, is the camera really relevant to this case? If you believe it is, you may continue with this line of questioning.
But know this, if you find nothing with this, there will be consequences.
Well, Mr. Wright, do you wish to press further about the camera?
Yeah, I do.
This is a make it or break it time. The camera is of utmost importance, Your Honor. It is perhaps the key to this entire case. Therefore, I will continue my line of questioning. Wow, maybe I went a little overboard there. Very well. Miss Hart, you will testify to the court about the camera.
Yeah, I hear ya.
The camera was set to take pictures of a meteor shower.
It wasn't, though.
Objection! You were photographing shooting stars? That's a lie. Says who? I saw the camera you set up yesterday. It was pointed directly at the lake. You have to point a camera upwards to take photos of the stars, Miss Hart. Oof. Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? The witness was not at the lake to photograph shooting stars, Your Honor. Well then, what exactly was she photographing? I know. Your Honor, take a look at this. Boom. Gordy. Miss Hart, this is what you were trying to photograph. What's this? A newspaper article? Gordy. Ah, the sighting at Gourd Lake. Well, Miss Hart? I never heard of no lake monster. You got proof or something? Let's see you prove that I was down at the lake trying to photograph this Gordy. Yes? I have it. Proof. Intriguing. Very well. Let's see it. And no joking around this time, please. Proof that the witness was trying to photograph Gordy. Is it the camera? Take that! This proof, Miss Hart, is your own camera. Your camera was set to take photos? Potos? My reading ability is going down. In response to loud noises, correct? Thus this photograph here, taken when a gun fired on the lake. And here, this article about Gordy. According to this article, Gordy made a loud noise when it emerged. Well, you were trying to photograph Gordy, weren't you? That's why you had set your camera to respond to loud noises. Order! Order! I see. I too thought it was a little strange. Yeah, sure. Well, Miss Hart? You were camping there to try and take a photo of Gordy, weren't you? Yeah. Not bad. Are all you lawyers that smart? So smart, boy. I was down there trying to photograph Gordy. You got me. So what? Huh? That don't change what I saw, does it?
Exactly. What you just used several precious minutes of our time to prove is nothing more than that the witness is an idiot who thinks monsters exist.
Hey!
But, as she so succinctly put, so what? It changes nothing.
Not true. You were hiding the whole thing about Gordy for some reason. I know it. But what could it have been? Whatever it is, I'm getting to the bottom of this. Miss Hart, why did you hide the fact that you were searching for Gordy from the court? Please revise your testimony. Right. Fine. I'll testify. I won't change nothing, though. Something will change. It has to. And I'm not going to spot it. Oh, God. Sorry. Apparently my brain's a little scrambled today. I'm going to spot it. Alright, let's do this. Let's finish this trial out, shall we? Actually, I'm not a research student at the university. I'm an investigative photographer. Imagine what a scoop it'd be if I got a picture of that monster. That's why I was camping out by the lake. But that's all I was hiding. When I heard the bang, I looked right straight out of the lake. There wasn't much else to look at, so I just watched the boat the whole time. Then, I saw a flash near one of the men's hands, and I heard another gunshot. I was looking right at that boat the whole time. Crossed my heart and hoped to fry. Well, Well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Objection! The witness's testimony is unchanged from before. Whether she is a research student or a photographer has no bearing on this case. There is no need to waste more of our time with another pointless cross-examination.
Objection! I claim the defense's right to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. Von Karma's up to something. I know it. He doesn't want me to cross-examine her because... why? Was there a contradiction? Very well. You may begin the cross-examination. You seem sure of yourself. You must have something in mind.
That would be a first.
Very funny. You understand that this is your last chance at the cross-examination, Mr. Wright. If there is no problem with the testimony this time, we will let the witness leave. I will announce my verdict at that time, Mr. Wright. Understood. Yes, Your Honor. Alright, let's do this. We're just gonna press everything, because that's what I needed to do last time, even if it doesn't look like it's gonna be important. Then what manner of person are you? I'm not sure I'm high-faultin enough. I'm not sure I'm high-faultin enough to be called a manner of anything. Oh, that's it? Investigative photographer. An investigative photographer? Yep. You get your photo and sell it to the press. That's that kind of business. Hey, I was taking pictures at my sister's graduation last year. And guess what? What? There was a UFO just hanging in the sky. A UFO? You know, an unidentified flying object. A UFO. That's what I had. That's when I had sort of a revelation. I knew I should become an investigative photographer. I see. Kind of a shaky basis for a career. Seriously, Lotta, come on. Okay, I'm gonna skip a little bit because I don't think these really matter. That's all you were hiding, huh? I think it's time you told us why you felt you had to hide your true purpose at the lake. Heck, before it got out what I was up to, the lake be swarming with competitors. Competitors? Yeah, second-rate shutterbugs trying to steal my scoop. Is that the only reason you were hiding the truth? Well, actually. Uh-oh.
Mr. Wright, I'll not have you asking questions with no relevance to this case.
Whatever you say, Von Karma. I know you told her to keep quiet. Alright, exactly what sort of sound was it? Well, I never heard one, so I can't say for sure, but it sounded like a gunshot. It was a lot sharper a sound than I would have expected. There wasn't much else to look at, so I just watched the boat the whole time. There wasn't much else to look at? Yep. I don't know. She heard a bang and she thought Gordy was out there. I kinda doubt she'd waste any time looking at a boat. What? What did I do now? Why you give me that look for? Definitely suspicious. Maybe it's time for some evidence.
Witness, continue.
Hold your hush puppies, Pops. I'm getting there. Okay. Was there nothing on the lake but the boat at the time? Huh? Wait, so you're thinking maybe he was shot from some other place? I don't think so. Nope. The lake was smooth as glass, and nobody was on shore, neither. I'd better find some sort of contradiction in this testimony. I won't be able to beat Von Karma any other way. There has to be something. Okay. Alright. Maybe the picture? I don't know. I'm afraid. I'm gonna save first. I know. I've been doing this a couple times in this episode, and I'm sorry. Just want to make sure I don't mess it up and lose all my continues. Ugh, because sometimes it's tough. It's like you have an idea of what it should be, but then you mess it up and fail. So let's go ahead and present the picture. Objection! Nope, it wasn't the picture. Objection! Oh, it's the Gordy article. Are you kidding me? Miss Hart, were you really looking at the boat? What's with you? Of course I was looking at it. It was the only thing out there. Any normal person be looking at it. I agree. Any normal person would. But you are far from normal. What? Y'all want to step over here and say that? You were camping at the lake to take a picture of Gordy. Think about it. What would you do if you heard a loud noise? You'd be scanning the lake for any sign of Gordy. That's what. You wouldn't give the boat a second thought. It's true. I just can't believe it was that. I figured it was like the camera or the picture, you know, something. Order. Continue, Mr. Wright. You testified that you were watching the boat through binoculars. However, You wouldn't need binoculars to watch that boat. You needed them to search for Gordy, and that's what you were doing. Well? Well, now that y'all mention it, I did sort of take my binoculars and kind of scan the lake a bit. I mean, Gordy might be out there and all. Miss Hart, are you saying you were not watching the boat then? Sorry, y'all. I wasn't fibbing, really. I thought, you know, I could be the witness to a murder and all. I kinda got excited. I was sure I was watching the boat till now. This is totally uncalled for. But hey, you got the photograph, you got proof. Still, we can't see who's shooting who in this. Right. That's why I took this photo and...
Witness, that's enough. You've had a long day. Shut your pie hole.
Shut my what? What was she going to say? She took the photo and what? Wait a second. She even had a photograph to prove it. But you really can't tell from the photo who's shooting. That's why she says she's going to enlarge the photo. She said it'll drop the quality it might, but it should let us see who's who. She enlarged that photo. Why won't Von Karma let her show it? I've got a hunch. I bet that enlarged photo shows something bad for Von Karma. This is my chance. If I'm wrong though, it'll mean prison for Edgeworth, or worse. What should I do? Show it. We need to see it. We need everything we can get. Miss Hart, look at this photograph. You enlarged this photograph, did you not? Yeah, I did. Why has that enlargement not been presented to the court?
Because it does not exist.
What y'all talking about? You were the one who told me not to show it in court in the first place. You old fool. Yeah, Von Karma, now what? What's the meaning of this, Mr. Von Karma? Miss Hart. Show the photo to the court. Show us the enlargement.
The prosecution objects to the submission of this evidence.
Objection denied. The witness will show the enlargement to the court. Here it is. We still cannot see who was firing in this. It could be the defendant, or maybe not. Regardless, I'll accept this as evidence. Thank you.
Happy now, Mr. Wright?
There has to be something.
You asked for the enlargement. You got the enlargement. And little good it has done any of us. That's why I requested she not show it.
I suppose this means that the cross-examination
is over, obviously.
Then, I would like to close the cross-examination of Miss Lotta Hart.
And none too soon. That was a flagrant waste of my time.
Mr. Von Karma, do you have anything to add?
I stated everything I needed to when this trial began. Decisive evidence. A decisive witness. What else could possibly be required?
Nothing, of course. Then I believe it is time for me to declare my verdict. Wait, it's not supposed to go like this. There has to be a clue about in this photo, somewhere. This is bad, real bad. What should I do?
Object to the enlargement.
Your Honor, there is something decidedly strange with this enlargement.
What might it be? I think I already know.
Mr. Wright, you will show the court what you mean. What about this photo is strange? Okay, here goes nothing. I'll show the judge what's strange about this photo. This, right here. Here, Your Honor. The shooter? I'm not sure I understand. What about the shooter is strange? Look at the hand holding the pistol, Your Honor. The hand. That hand directly contradicts another piece of evidence. This man's left hand does what? Let me show you. I'll show you the evidence that the left hand contradicts. The gun. The evidence is clear. The man in this photograph is holding that pistol in his left hand. However, the prints on the murder weapon are from Edgeworth's right hand. Ergo, the man shooting the pistol in this photograph is not Mr. Edgeworth. Yeah, what of it? Now that everyone in the courtroom has quieted down, I would like to reconvene this court of law. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. You have given us definitive proof today. We now know that it was not Mr. Edgeworth who fired the pistol that night. However, this leaves us with a rather large problem. If Mr. Edgeworth didn't do it, then who shot our victim?
Precisely. As we have seen, there were no other people on that lake that night. Who but the defendant could have shot the victim?
Oh God. Am I gonna throw my friend under the bus? I don't want to. Oh God, I hit no. You know what, let's just do it. I have 3 strikes. Larry, sorry buddy. Wait, I can't do that. Sacrifice one friend to save another? What's the point? Oh, crap, okay. It could be Miss Hart. He didn't shoot himself. Who else but the witness, Miss Lotta Hart? What? Do you have proof of this? Proof, schmoof. Always with the proof. Oh wait, I do need proof, don't I? Mr. Wright, I'll have you remember this is a court of law. Ah, crap. Seriously? It's not a suicide though. There's only one explanation remaining because you guys penalized me for the other 2. The man who shot the victim was none other than the victim himself. But then it would be pointed to yourself. Order. So, you are saying that the victim committed suicide? Yes, Your Honor. I could think of no other explanation. Indeed. That does seem to be the only remaining option.
I'm so very sorry, Mr. Wright. But suicide is out of the question.
What?
An examination of the victim's wounds reveals the distance at which he was shot.
The distance?
The victim was clearly shot from further than a meter away.
A meter? That's 3 feet.
There is no way it could have been suicide.
Order! Mr. Von Karma, are you sure of the accuracy of your data?
Of course. I had already considered the possibility of suicide, you see.
Of course they updated my autopsy report. I see. Very well. Allow me to state my opinion. Considering the situation, the shooter had to be the defendant, Mr. Edgeworth. However, the prints on the gun revealed that the shooter was not Mr. Edgeworth. This is a conundrum. Therefore, I would like to suspend proceedings for this trial for the day. The court orders the defense and prosecution to further investigate the matter. Understood. Yes, Your Honor. That is all. The court is adjourned. Oh, we survived. Oh, we made it. Okay. That was a tough one, and it's only going to get tougher. Whew. Phew. That was a close one. Hey, don't you have anything to say? No. I have yet to be declared innocent, right? Well, yeah, but what happened out there on that lake? What happened out there on that lake, anyway? If he didn't commit suicide, then who? The shooter was about a meter away, too. What? Don't give me that look. I did not kill him. I was just kidding around. Look, I'm gonna go check on Maya. Oh, right. What? Tell her something for me. What? Tell her to watch what she says in court. That's all. Yeah, I'm sure she'll be happy to hear you say that, Edgeworth. Jerk. He is being nice in his own little Edgeworth way. I requisitioned the transcript of Lotta's entire testimony. I thought it might give me some ammunition for the trial tomorrow. of course, she didn't see the shooter. So the only part of her testimony that stood was the bang she heard. Okay, good. Okay, we did it! Alright, I'm sorry I was like kind of floundering about in that case, or the trial. Hopefully I'll be better. It's just kind of one of those things where like I want to investigate certain things, like the gunshot. It says that the gun was fired 3 times. Lotta heard 2, and only 1 was in the victim. So where's the other bullet? I really thought that was going to be something that I needed to press further on, but apparently the game doesn't think it's that important yet. But it will be very soon, I'm sure. Okay, in the next episode, we'll talk to Maya and find out what's going on with her. But until then, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you enjoyed. I'll see you guys on the next MAMJ. Let's go. What are you doing here? Nick, I don't think he's in a very good mood. Well, he is in detention. Were you in a good mood when you were here? So you've come to laugh at the fallen attorney. Then laugh. Laugh. Well, why aren't you laughing? Nick, should we be laughing? Nah, it's a trick. Laugh and he'll get mad, or burst into tears. Edgeworth, we don't have much free time to spend it coming down here to laugh at you. Yes, you do. Actually, he's right.